Guys, welcome back to Freedom in a Budget, and this is a fun collab that is coming back to life. This is 10 things I will not do to save money, and this is something that Budget Girl started a couple years ago, and then Lady of Budgets decided to bring it back. So we have some awesome YouTubers that are doing this, and all of their channels are listed down below in the description box. It is such a fun collab and a really important one to think about, because we're all about saving money, but there is a line that you do not want to cross, and there's some things that you don't want to do to get out of debt or save money, or what baby step you're on. So I have come up with a list of my 10 things that I will not do to save money, no matter what. It just won't happen. So the first one is taking coffee and paper towels and different things for my work. We have free paper towels and coffee and everything for us to use while we're at work, but I have some coworkers that bring that stuff home, and I am not okay with that. That is not something that I feel comfortable with, and I do not think is okay. So that's number one. No brainer, but we're starting off easy. Next one, cheap toilet paper. I'm sorry, but no. I need the good stuff. I buy Kirkland brand, so it's not name brand, but it's the like soft, plush, wonderful brand, or wonderful toilet paper, not that cheap paper stuff they find like public restrooms. No, I know some people that buy that for home. Not okay with that. No. So cheap toilet paper is number 2. Number 3 is not visiting my family in Massachusetts. So Dave Ramsey talks about not taking vacations and not taking trips while you're in baby step 2, which I agree with. But family, especially family that's sick and ill that lives 1,500 miles away from you, that's kind of a different story. My grandmother is on her last couple weeks of life, and so we just went up there for Christmas to spend that time with her and to say goodbye to her. So it's important to spend time with family, especially when you are living states and states away. I'm the whole country away from them, so it's hard to be away, so you do need to take that time to go visit them at least once a year. Next one is tithing. I will not give up tithing. No. I know friends that just are like, how do you get it in your budget? How do you do this? That's hundreds of dollars that I could be putting towards my dad. Yes, but it's God's money, not my money. And I need to be giving back my first fruits of it. So tithing is not something that I will stop doing. And honestly, not to get into a whole deep thing on tithing now, but there were times in my life where I wasn't tithing, and that was when I was having overdraft fees and this and that, because I wasn't in control of my money. I wasn't giving God the first fruit of it. I wasn't making it a priority to be serving Him with it. It was more Kelly's money, not God's money that He's entrusting with me. So tithing, won't do that. Next one, iPhone. I will not give up my iPhone. I'm sorry. I've had an iPhone, gone to an Android, and no, it was terrible. So not saying that Android is so much worse than iPhone, but for me, I love the iPhone. I love Mac and Mac products. And if I didn't have my iPhone, how would I film for you guys? That's how I film, is on my iPhone. And so it is a super luxury, but I'm so thankful for it. And I'm able to work it into my budget. So iPhone, and that way I can film, edit, upload all that stuff on it, as well as stay connected to my friends and family and you. Next is being a bad tipper. If you can't afford a good tip, then you shouldn't be going out to eat. That should be factored into the budget of eating out. Or if you're not going to be tipping, and then go to a place that doesn't have tipping, like a fast food restaurant or something like that. But if you're going to a sit-down place, you need to tip. Okay, next one is quality kitchen items. So for instance, a can opener. My can opener, after several years, died. It just stopped working. It was one of the crank ones, and it was amazing, and then it just stopped working. The gears on it just didn't click anymore. So I needed to get a new one. So I went to the dollar store, I got a Dollar Tree one. That was terrible. And then I was like, okay, we'll get a little bit better one. So we'll go to Walmart. I got like a $3 or $5 one. It was terrible as well. And I was like, all right, this is it. We need to start investing in some better quality items in the kitchen. So not always going with the cheap stuff is going to be saving you money, because you may have to buy multiple ones in the long run. And along with that is quality clothing. I used to be the one that would shop at the cheaper clothing stores, but then they would always rip and get tears or wear out or become frayed or pilly or whatever it was. And so I have started buying more quality items, which is actually something that Budget Girl has taught me to do. And it's really a better investment, and you don't need as many items but better quality. And I used to think the other way around. If I had many, many clothes in my closet, it was awesome, it was great, it was better. No, it's the other way around. So that's something that I've really been working on, and it's something that's very important to me for my budget. Next is decent shampoo. I'm not saying great shampoo and expensive shampoo, but decent. Like Pantene Pro V, Suave, Dove, those types of drugstore brands that I buy. I've tried the kind of dollar store. No, I'm sorry, but it's just terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So decent shampoo is something that I will not give up to save money. And lastly, having a pet. I know that pets are investment. I know that they can be costly, especially if they're sick or ill or whatever the case may be. But they're so wonderful. And I've always had a cat growing up. And there was like maybe a year in my lifetime where I didn't have a cat. And so that's something that's really important to me, and having that companionship, especially since I live alone. So I love coming home to two cats that greet me at the door rather than coming home to a quiet house. And if you hear noises in the middle of the night, you can just blame it on the cats and not something creepy. So that is my 10 things that I will not do to save money. Please let me know down below in the comments one thing that you don't do to save money, and one thing that you're absolutely is a no-go for you. So thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you tomorrow.